It's day number 15. Now let's just get this out of the way. Nicholas McDonald should have won the X Factor. Actually, if I'm being really honest, Luke should have won the X Factor. But I could ramble on about that for ages and I'm not going to, so let's move on. Today I'm talking to you about concerts, like music concerts. Because I've been to quite a few in my time, so I'm just going to take you through what I've been to, basically. So my first concert I went to was Ronan Keating in 2001. I didn't know I was going. My mum was just like, next Saturday we are getting on a plane at 7 o'clock in the morning. It was for my birthday, that's all I knew. So we get on the plane, we get to London, we get in a taxi, going along. I'm like, Natalie, look to your left. So I look, we're going past Wembley Arena, and there's this massive, banner that says Ronan Keating live. And I was like, oh my god, it's Ronan Keating! Ah! Because I love Ronan Keating. I still love Ronan Keating. Ronan Keating is awesome. It was my first ever gig. And I still remember where we sat, we had great seats, and at one point he had a cowboy hat on. And I still have the t-shirt and the bag that I bought, which I would show you, but they're behind Seymour. And it's too much of a faff to move it, so, to move the Viv. So I won't show you. But, it was brilliant, that was so good. I think my next gig after that was probably McFly in 2006. I don't think I saw anything in between. But my first McFly gig, 2006, Wembley Arena, I went with Amy, and I remember it, again, like it was yesterday, but one specific point that was fantastic was in Don't Stop Me Now. Brian May popped out of the floor and did the guitar solo. I was like, oh my god, it's Brian May! Ah! It was amazing. The fact that was my first McFly gig, and that was the only gig that Brian May did on that tour, was the one that myself and Amy went to. Amazing, that was so good, and the boys say that was one of their favourite tours. Favourite gigs that they did, the one with Brian May, and I was like, I was there. I saw McFly in 2007. I saw McFly in 2008. I saw McFly in 2009 in Jersey, which was a little gig. It was like 1,000 people, and I was right at the very front, in between Dougie and Danny. And I made eye contact with Danny, and my friend Summer got Dougie's plectrum, and that was brilliant. And I got so battered and bruised because I was right up against the barrier, that I vowed I'd never stand at a gig again unless it could be helped, because I got so injured. But it was totally worth it because it was McFly. I don't know if they did a tour in 2010. I'm trying to think if they did. But I know I saw them in 2011, which would have been my 5th time. I saw them in 2012, which would have been my 6th. And then I saw them twice this year, including the Royal Albert Hall 10th anniversary gig, which I could not believe that I got tickets for. And I said to myself, if I get tickets for the Royal Albert Hall, I'm going to get the Love Is Easy equation tattooed on my foot. Not thinking I'd get tickets. 5 minutes before they sold out, I got tickets. So I now have it tattooed on my foot, which I'm going to show you, because I don't know if anyone's seen it. You probably have seen it, but just in case you haven't. Oh, is that? Oh, wait, I can't see it. There you go. There it is. The Love Is Easy equation tattooed on my foot. And I got that done specifically for the Royal Albert Hall. So there you go, hardcore. And it was amazing. And I'm just going to tell you a little story about that. They wanted fans to send in videos, just explaining about what McFly mean to them and stuff. And they wanted to use some of them for the concert. So I sent one in, rambled on for 9 minutes about McFly. Sent it in, not thinking anything would happen with it. And I got to the gig, and they had this big screen that came down, in between a few songs, and they had, a few famous people talking on it, and a few fans and stuff. The last time it came down, they spoke about their fans, and it was our fans, and the boys were talking about their fans on this big screen, and a few fans popped up. And then my face popped up, me, little old me, out of all the videos that got sent in, was up there saying, I'm so proud to call myself a McFly fan. Well, that was that. I was already close to tears anyway. And that was it. I was an emotional blubbering wreck by the end of it. Because they used me. It was amazing. And the fact that the boys chose that, that was incredible. That was such a good moment. So yeah, that was an absolutely incredible gig. And it will stay in my memory forever. So yes, I've seen McFly 8 times, which is not bad for a Guernsey girl. What else have I seen? I've seen Westlife twice. I think I've seen them twice. I've definitely seen them twice. There's a chance I've seen them 3 times, but I can't really remember. I've seen Ollie Murs 3 times. Technically, I've seen him 4 times because I also went to see Robbie Williams. And Ollie was supporting, so technically I've been 4 times. I've also seen Boyzone. Now, the thing about the Boyzone gig was that I went the year after their comeback tour. And the reason I didn't go to the comeback tour, I think, was because myself and Mum were already seeing quite a lot of gigs that year. So we were like, we'll just go next year. And then Stephen Gately died, and I was like, I can't believe we didn't go. We should have gone, because Stephen is my first musical love, basically. And the fact that I've never been able to see him in the flesh, and I never will be now, is absolutely devastating. So we went the year after, sort of in honour of Stephen, which was amazing. I mean, they were incredible. Have I mentioned Ollie Murs? Yeah, I've mentioned Ollie Murs. I think that's it. Ollie Murs, Take That, Ronan Keating, Boyzone, Westlife, McFly, and then next year, McBusted, twice. Which is highly exciting, and I cannot wait. So excited for McBusted. I don't care what anybody says, McBusted is such a fantastic idea. Is that it? I think that's it. I don't know if you've enjoyed this video at all, because it's just me rambling on about concerts. Oh, Donny Osmond! There's a story I need to tell you. So Donny Osmond is like my guilty pleasure, I suppose, because more of his fans are sort of like older than me. And I went, and the difference between like a Donny Osmond concert and like a McFly concert. A McFly concert is very much screaming, jumping up and down, shouting, whooping, that sort of thing. And then you leave and you have no voice left because you scream so much, and you can't hear because the music was so loud, and you're screaming at your friends because you've gone deaf. And then at a Donny Osmond concert, you go in and it's all very calm and collected, and everybody's sitting down in their allocated seats. And, you know, there was no support act. And then Donny comes on, everyone's like, bravo, bravo. Oh, Donny Osmond, oh, wonderful. There was like a few whoops and screams, but like nothing compared to like a McFly gig. And nobody really clapped until after Donny had finished like each of his songs. So it was like, oh, yep, he's finished. Okay, we're allowed to clap now, fantastic. And you only stamped your feet when Donny said. You only clicked your fingers or clapped like this, you know, to the rhythm if Donny said. And you leave, and you have your voice is still there, and you can still hear, and you're not shouting because it's all been perfectly calm and collected. And you go to bed just sort of like, oh, relaxed. And it was wonderful. I mean, the difference is massive, but I mean, it was wonderful. Yeah. So those are my gig experiences. And if you've never been to a concert, just go. Just pick something and just go, because it's just the atmosphere, I think, of a concert, which is awesome. And I mean, people are like, God, you spend so much money on concerts. Well, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't socialise an awful lot, so I don't spend that much money, so I might as well spend it on stuff that I'm going to love, which is gigs, mainly McFly gigs. So, there you go. So, I will be with you again tomorrow for day number 16. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye!